Hello and welcome! Silrace here with Mechwarrior Online. This is some high roller action here on Tourmaline Desert. So I'm still running this dual rack 5 with an AMS on the high roller. I just keep forgetting to take out the AMS. Like, if I'm not suddenly seeing a whole lot of missiles, I typically take out the AMS and smack in a bigger engine, because it tends to work better overall. But if I am seeing a whole lot of missiles, then I just, you know, put the smaller engine, light 250, yes, light 250 is what this runs at this, well, in this particular recording here, with the AMS and 1 ton of AMS ammo. Now granted, you could do things like fiddle around with only half ton of AMS ammo and just slightly bigger engine, but I don't see the point in doing that. Like, if I'm running the AMS, I might just as well run the full AMS ammo then, and that, well, 255 engine over a 250 engine, I don't think that makes a big enough deal, at least personally. But when you jump all the way to, let's say, 265 or 270, suddenly you're actually getting a proper speed increase out of the engine. So, there is that. So, Tourmaline Desert, I like this map. Like, I just really enjoy Tourmaline. And now granted, there is a bunch of locations on this map which people have finally figured out, of all sorts of, you know, sniping locations you can do by climbing one of those spires and so on, which can make this map very frustrating to play if you are trying to play some kind of a short range or a brawler mech of things and so forth. And this is me absolutely failing with racks, simply because I don't use the weapon system all that often, but if they stand still, then obviously. But yeah, every time I jump into Mech with rotary autocannons, the first couple rounds I play with it, they're just absolutely horrendous, because I don't know how to lead targets at all, because I use the weapon system so rarely. So that is a little bit of a problem for me. I have to mention as well, if you're looking at this build and don't want to do with the AMS like I talked about before, a little earlier, of cramming in a bigger engine. You can just, you know, run this 250 engine if you want, and just, you know, replace the AMS with more heat sinks, because that works as well. That works just as well. Hello there, would you like some rotaries? And there is an annihilator out there with snub-nosed PPCs, which is typical annihilator build. It's a snub-nosed PPC annihilator build. Those things are kind of scary. Thankfully, it was firing at the little ridges there, because actually being able to shoot over those things is really tricky. The hitboxes of them are wonky into all sorts of directions and places. And hello, annihilator, and see like that. So there is that. And this guy really just wants to laser me, which is fine, There is nothing in the arms of this thing, so they can shoot the arms. Now, one thing I do like about the Bushwacker when it comes to the rotaries, I have definitely mentioned this before, but the Bushwacker is such a silhouette from the front, like when you are actually staring at your enemies, which you have to do with rotaries, that the silhouette actually hitting the Bushwacker is a little bit more tricky. Like focusing outside torsos or even the center torso and so on is a bit more tricky than if you were to shoot something bigger and wider and so on. Now granted, Bushwacker is a lot wider, and here I am leading the push in a rotary mech, so there is that. Anyway, Bushwacker is a really wide and easy to hit target from the side, though, because it's a long elongated box from the, you know, from the side, but from the front it is much harder to, like, really isolate and do stuff to the Bushwacker. And from that point of view, if you want the mech to run rotaries, and the Bushwacker is decent from the geometry point of view of the mech. So I like it from that point of view. I like the rotaries on this particular mech from that point of view. I generally don't like rotaries. as far as weapon systems go. But here, for this particular thing, I do like the rotaries, simply because what the Bushwacker is like from the front. And that's me shooting friendly, because I thought that was the hostile, but then, you know, the silhouettes of the two mechs being on top of each other with the enemy targeting reticle like behind the one in the front is like, oh, okay, my bad, right? Make a little friendly fire incident here and there. Anyways, so overall, far as rotaries go, I like Bushwacker for them, like I mentioned, and I do not like Bushwackers for the kind of playstyle which requires you to do a whole heck of a lot of oh, that one shut down. Alright, well, that's 3 damage for me then. Hello. And hello. I'm gonna run away now because my rotaries have jammed. Anyway, as I was saying, I don't like Bushwacker for the kind of playstyle where you twist a lot, where you basically turn, shoot all your guns, and you try to twist away, because the silhouette of the mech is so bad from the side. By bad, I mean the geometry is large and easily, you know, shootable, which is, well, that's a kill steal and a half. Anyway, which is not the case from the front. It's much better target from the front, at least when you're, you know, needing to tank damage. In general, you would obviously want to put yourself in situations where you don't need to tank damage, because tanking damage is not how you play this game in general. So, like not being shot is better than, you know, being shot at. But that's just the general thing. How is this Arctic Wolf still alive? Bloody heck! All right, finally. Yeah. But yeah, I have almost gone through all of my ammo, which is usually a good sign that I have actually done something in the game. Either I have missed a whole heck of a lot of shots into various pieces of terrain and other, well, things jutting out on the map, or then I have actually done damage. So there is that. It's usually a good indicator when you're playing a mech which uses ammo of some kind. It's like, have I actually done anything during this match? Look at the ammo counter. So there is that. Okay, that thing died while coming up from the depth. Can I get at least an assist on this rifleman to see? That's the goal here at the end, right? Try and get a kill assist on everything for the C-bells and XP and all of that good stuff. And for the scoreboard, right? Because who cares about the gameplay? Only thing that matters is the scoreboard, right? A scoreboard at the end. Now, anyway, the final mech is a disconnect, unfortunately, for the enemy team. So I will let you folks enjoy those scoreboards. Thank you very much for watching. Hopefully this was enjoyable.